In October 2018, a group of fundraisers from the UK travelled with Muslim charities to Bangladesh to tour the projects that they'd raised money for. Self-funded, these individuals went to experience the vital daily work being carried out on the ground firsthand. This is their story. Some of the team had flown ahead days before to Bangladesh to catch up with family members. All would meet for a briefing in the hotel in Selectee.
So I thought what we'll do a bit of introduction so everyone gets to know each other, why they come on this UK with Love tour and what's the sort of motivations for everything.
Fazlul Karim is running the Bangladesh office for Muslim charity and has planned the itinerary for the next 10 days.
My name is Muhammad Fazlul Karim and all of them call me Fazlul.
I take the team to show the projects which they have supported, so we can see the difference they have made together, and also we will together see more the beautiful parts of Bangladesh as well.
The next morning, the team set off for a school renovation project at Mulli Bazar district.
Which way is he going? Is he going towards the right or the left?
He's going to go straight towards Fesigunj.
The school is a 2-hour drive from the city of Selectee and gives the team an opportunity to take in the beautiful countryside. Upon arrival, they are greeted by children bearing garlands of flowers. An opening ceremony ensues, where Hatice, a film student from Germany, cuts the ribbon.
I'm so happy that students can attend the school properly and they have all the facilities they need, especially clean water as well.
The school had been destroyed by catastrophic flooding during the monsoon season.
Literally just after Ramadan, this place was flooded. Everyone knows in Bangladesh we have flood season 2-3 months a year, and the state of the school, you would not even send your sort of pets to or anything like that at all.
Ranu, a restaurateur from Manchester, was keen to get stuck into the final touches of the renovation.
Since I got here, I've always wanted to put my head down and start helping, start working. That's why I'm here for, you know. It was not all about collecting the money, collecting donations. I've seen some pictures before I came. They've done really well to compare to what it was like before. What we're doing is, most of the painting of the room is done. We just need to paint the blackboard. I've never really done any painting, mostly at home. My wife does it, so this is all new to me. We're just doing the edges now, finishing off. We're nearly done now. Compared to our school back in England, this is even though this is quite nice now, but this is nothing compared to what we have.
It was a bit old. It wasn't done right, so we're just refreshing it up, painting it as a blackboard. Yeah, exactly. Making it easy for the teachers, basically. So then that'll make it easier for the students. E for elephant.
After that, we planted trees. We played a lot of games with the kids. As you get older, you find out you get tired quicker. These kids are very fit kids, so that was fun.
Team MC!
It's good fun, and the kids enjoyed it, so that makes us happy. That's why we're here, for the kids.
See you!
After a busy morning at the school, the team head for the famous Selectee Gardens for a tour and a spot of lunch.
If we don't do a bit of eating, then we're not going to be able to carry out this work.
But it wasn't just Team MC that turned up for lunch.
I had a little girl next to me and we asked whether she would like to have some food. She was at first shy, but then we fed her and she kept eating and eating and eating. And then I really realized she's so hungry and I don't know what time she had the food last. This was my first experience with poverty and I was so shocked. I had to go into a corner and it was so touching, I had to cry really, I had to let it out of me.
Would you like a cup of tea, mate? Would you like a cup of tea?
I love a cup of tea.
Right, you got it right here. You got the whole food here. Come, let's drop all.
From the tea gardens, the team head to a potential future project. Abdul Hanan is one of the staff members on this tour, and the blind school is something very close to his heart.
Today we're visiting a blind school. It means a lot to me because my late mother was severely blind before she passed away. It'll be nice to go and spend the afternoon with them and truly understand how they feel.
As well as the ongoing works, for Muslim Charity, looking for more projects to take on is a vital undertaking.
This is on behalf of Muslim Charity to this Green Foundation School. Inshallah, hopefully the students can utilize this karaoke machine because they like singing. It really affected me because we spend our whole life looking at the world without realizing that somewhere around the world, people out there living in complete darkness. They will not have the opportunity to see this beautiful world. My mum at a young age, she taught me the true understanding of vision. And she explained to me that vision is not always seen from your eyes, it's also believing in your heart and understanding people's sadness, understanding how the world works without being able to see for herself. And I've learned the deeper meaning of vision. One boy we met, I believe his name was Abdullah. At the age of 14, he's 15 juz hafiz. He memorized just by listening. Can you understand? It takes a lot of skill and dedication to learn this much. These children are bright individuals. Although Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taken away the vision, He has replaced them with better attributes and skills.
Abdul Hanan and the rest of the team now leave Sylhet after their brief visit and head to the capital city Dhaka, one of the most populous cities in the world. The team's first stop is Appon Foundation's Tikana Centre. Children rescued from the street are brought here to be processed by the police and then to try to reunite them with their parents. In the previous 10 months, 172 children have been either reunited with their families or sent on to a permanent home. After meeting the children, the team have a quick briefing, then head to Airport Railway Station. Nazmul is a paramedic from London. It's the first time that he's experienced anything like this.
We see these sort of like, all of this on TV and like Instagram, we just flick through it, but it's actually true, man.
It was quite tough to see. It was overpopulated, this place. People everywhere, kids everywhere. There was no structure the way we have in the UK. People crossing the rail line. That's something that we don't see.
We've walked around the road station in Dhaka, kids everywhere. Just walking down, we spoke to a few people. One of the kids actually approached us and he's like, he needs that support. Muslim Charity is always happy to help. Took him on, alhamdulillah, there's one off the streets.
After a trip to the police station, the team take him back to the Tikana Centre to meet his new family.
Assalamu alaikum. Guys, this is Abdullah, and alhamdulillah we've rescued him from the railway station today. Get to meet him, guys, get to meet him.
In the afternoon, the team head back to Airport Railway Station to see if they can find any more children who need their help.
That was a scary experience.
Within 10 minutes, a boy approaches Inan Ali, a caterer from Manchester, asking for help.
It's shocking. Age of 10, age of 12, even younger, out there, surviving by themselves.
It's clear that this boy needs help, so Inan takes him back to the bus.
He's 10 years old. He's been living in the streets. He's been away from home for 5 years. He has no mother or father. And he doesn't know his sisters or brothers. So we rescued him today. So he's going to come with us today, inshallah. So yeah. His name is Muhammad Barbis.
First port of call is the police station, to cross-reference and check to see if the boy has been reported missing. Having not been filed as missing, Muhammad is taken back to the Tikana shelter for the night.
Very emotional.
Like rescuing that child is something, this needs to be happening more, basically.
But there have been some very interesting developments with Abdullah, who was rescued earlier that morning.
By the evening, we found out that they found his parents, and the emotional part was when his mom came. There's only 2 moments in this tour that I shed tears, and that was the second one. We got to see him hand over and return back to his parents.
It's early morning and the team are heading to Railgate Slum, but on the way they're going to stop off at Appon Foundation School. Iklas, a scientist from Manchester, is very keen to meet the children.
So he said his age is 10 years old and he comes here to read and learn. He doesn't really have anywhere else to go. Well, when I first went to school, the kids' smile just made my day. They were so happy. Jim! Ha! Ha! Del! Del! Ra! The! Yeah, we're giving them a chance in life. We're giving them an education, and education is the most important thing in life. There's going to be a lot of noise in school right now. The neighbours might complain, but you know what? It's all worth it. Because the kids are smiling at the end of the day. Head! It's so nice seeing them kids. Their smile just makes my day, honestly. And it's experience, I tell you, honestly. These innocent kids, they've got nothing, but yet they still make you smile. And you can't ask for nothing more than that.
Next stop is Railgate Slum. Sadolka, originally from Bath but now living in London working for TfL, is fascinated by how a slum operates.
When you go to a slum, like the Railgate Slum we went to, it just sort of brings things back home, you know. It shows you the state that a large portion of the world live in.
The reason why it's called Railgate, well, as you can imagine, at some point you may well hear the train just shrieking past. We're going to go see the sort of conditions they live in. There's barely a metre gap between the houses. Just count how many children there are. In a place like this, you've got to ask yourself what sort of opportunity, you know, they may have or may not have.
This isn't just a tour, it's also a fact-finding mission.
She's very kindly invited us in, and it's actually a lot smaller than I thought. See, there's just sort of open sewers, there's mess everywhere. There's brick on this side. During the summer, it is actually quite hot because of the roof. And in the winter, it's actually a lot colder because of the walls.
These people go through unbelievable suffering on a daily basis. Something as simple as taking a shower or using the toilet, you know.
So this is like a shower. Not much privacy. And I find the smell a bit overwhelming. I mean, we wouldn't drink this water. As far as I'm concerned, you know, no one should be even handling that water.
It's incredible. They're very resilient, and you know, I hope they can sort of move out of that situation. But poverty has a way of sort of trapping people. You know, we often take for granted what we have back in the UK, and I think it's a reality check for me.
Nuran from Birmingham, who works as a civil servant, and Raj from London, who works in customer service, are cooking up a treat.
I'll be cooking today for the whole team and all the kids in the shelter.
Making some great food today, hopefully. Because there's only one burner, you gotta make sure you do everything right, so it takes a lot longer to cook for everyone.
When we went to the kitchen, it was a really small kitchen. They only had one gas burner. I was speaking to the cook, she was telling me she has to wake up at the break of dawn to start cooking. Just because of that, she has to do everything one by one by one.
For main, we're cooking lamb curry, egg, which is dimbuna, and then we're cooking fish.
Kindly today I'm going to be the sous chef to Nuran. So
Gordon Ramsay. Had a bit of Gordon Ramsay moment. I had to put Raj in his place. Yeah, so we had a bit of fun in the kitchen as well at the same time. Raj?
Yes, chef?
What are these?
Shallot, chef.
What type of shallot?
You told me to cut them thin, chef.
But they're fat. Look, they're fat shallot.
I'm sorry, chef.
What are you?
I don't know, chef.
What are you?
I'm a shallot chef.
What type of shallot are you?
I'm a fat shallot chef.
Look at me. Get out. I'm always passionate about cooking. At home, I'm cooking fresh. I don't eat out much. These are the main ingredients for the curry. This is cinnamon, this is bay leaf, cardamom. At home, I'm always cooking. Got friends over, family over. When I go to my friend's house, family's house, first thing I'll do, I'll go into the kitchen and cook. Just giving a quick stir. The onions are dissolved. Oh, my dad would be so proud of me.
Nice to cook for them, nice to put a little, blood, sweat and tears into it. And yeah, it was eye-opening to see, but it was also nice to see the smiles on the kids' faces. They can have something different.
What's up? I'm Raj. We've cooked egg potato, chicken with cauliflower, fish, and then lamb curry. I hope everyone enjoys the food.
Today's mission is a very sensitive one, and Hetice has taken on the role to investigate.
At the moment we are on our way to visit the childcare center in Davladia and oldest brothel in Bangladesh. I'm in front of the back entrance of the brothel, as you can see, and I'm being granted the permission to go inside the brothel and to meet the ladies who work in there. The whole experience of seeing what's going in there just left me completely very, very speechless. So I have met a few of the ladies who work in that brothel, and I've listened to their stories why they're doing this, and some of them have just been promised actually another job and then just tricked and brought into the brothel. So what is happening to the children when a client comes?
He just tells her son to go out.
So when a client arrives, the child is asked to leave, but where do they go?
The child center are the only hopes for these children, and they can definitely benefit a lot, and this is what Muslim charity supports. So after what I have seen in the brothel, I'm so happy to be here and to see the children smiling and engaging and spending time with us. They really enjoy it. They need this change. There are a lot of children here, but there are still more children inside the brothel, and this shows us there is still so much work to be done, and there is still so much support needed.
It's nearing the end of the tour, and the team have come down to Ferryport Terminal in Dhaka to the school end of the sky. Omar, a doctor from London, is on the lookout for any children who may benefit from coming to the school.
We're going to go and see a day school. It's an outreach point for kids to be brought in from the streets to provide them with an education. My expectations were to be able to go and physically see for myself what it actually means to be in absolute poverty.
His name is Shapon. Shapon means dream. I'm asking what's his dream? না তুমি বড় হয়ে কি হতে চাও?
আমি
কি চাকরি? He said he wants to work in office.
So we're picking him up and taking him to the school. He says he wants to work in an office. Hopefully his dream will come true one day. It's just giving them the opportunity to break out of that cycle.
There are over 600,000 street children in Dhaka alone, and projects like this are their only chance of getting an education.
So this is the school under the sky. You can see kids of different ages. They've just been given a basic education, and there's probably a lot of throughput. Kids come and go, but it's something, and that's what matters.
It's the final day, and the team are heading to the Peace Home, the last destination of this tour. Moeen Uddin runs Muslim Charity's Northern Office.
Just on the way to the Children's Peace Home here in Dhaka. And the Peace Home is the end solution to the Street Children project. Alhamdulillah, I'm very, very excited to come back here after coming here last year with Team MC's UK with Love Tour. Assalamu alaikum! It's a heartwarming and emotional moment to come back and see the children, subhanAllah. You can see the smiles on the faces, alhamdulillah. This shows the need for the Street Children Project. It just shows that the Street Children Project has been thought out very well.
All right. Head. Shoulders. Get his head here. No, she moved it.
For me, the most amazing thing is the majority of the children are now in mainstream education.
It was inevitable that there'd be a game of cricket, England versus Bangladesh.
Yes! Run! Yes, man! Stop!
The Street Children Project has been thought out very well, and the end conclusion is if we cannot take the child back to the family, they're in a home where they have their own mummy and daddy, in a family environment where they have lots of brothers and sisters. Peace Home is their chance in life, inshallah, and this is all thanks to Muslim Charity Street Children Project and the donors of Muslim Charity.
The visit to the Peace Home has been a fitting end to what has been an educational and emotional tour. But what has made it so special?
For me, seeing it from London was one thing, but then speaking to the kids, understanding what they're dealing with, trying to understand what they're dealing with, and any little way we can help them.
I would very much like to see street children, as inclusive members of society.
I really liked it that we were reminded on our intentions, to help the children, to be there for them.
We all say we're going to do this, we're going to do that, but we never do. The first step is just close your eyes and do it, because you will never regret it.
The team is amazing, and you can see my smile. I really enjoy this. I'm upset that it's ending.
Join, you guys will love it. It's a massive good experience. It's eye-opening.
Sometimes it was hard, like everyone's got their own issues, problems, etc. But you're gonna have to take it on the chin and get on with it. It's like a family, innit?
It's just amazing how everybody have been bonded together to serve humanity, and that's the best part of it.
So I think it's the journey of the money that you give, and then actually wanting to see how it makes a difference to the people that you're giving it for. And we, inshallah, we give it for the right reason, with the right intention.
One thing to tell you from the team experience, there are British Bangladeshis, some of them said Muslim Charity have shown them Bangladesh. So that was a big compliment for me. I mean, despite they being Bangladeshi origin, they did not really see Bangladesh enough. So thanks to Muslim Charity and its projects in different districts in Bangladesh.
Definitely life-changing. Part of me don't even want to go. I want to stay. I will be coming back, and it's something that's going to stay with me for the rest of my life.